Hello, Coach Ice again. Today I'm doing an anime review, and this anime review is to Ranpo Genta Game of Laplace episode 8, guys. So let's get into it. So, guys, in this episode, it starts off where the last episode finished up. Well, actually, no, actually how it started off, it's more of like what comes in the second part. It starts off some information when we get to start talk about in the second half of this episode, because this episode's been split into two parts of this episode. One part that finished off from last episode, and the next part was another part, a different part to talk about the first 20 face. So I'll talk about that later. So the first part was, at the start, it did get information out of the first part, of the next part of the episode, but the first part of this episode was concluding who killed those two. See, the owner of the company and the producer. It was a girl named known as Hichimikaino. I think it's the name. I'm more like a butcher her name. I'm not very good with that Japanese names always, but I think that's how you say your name. Because we find out that these giant human women bodies you see it from this theme park. We find out that she was the model, and we find out she gets forced into it because we know this company treats her companies like slaves and stuff. And we found out that her best friend died because of this slavery getting treated like system. Because of that, they knew that got that got sort of, her messed on the brain and stuff. And of course, as she gets forced into doing this as well, she decides to go and buy the weak parts for these machinery and kill these CEOs. And that's mainly what happened in the first part. Just concluding how the last episode left off. So, guys, the next part of the episode is talking about the first 20 face. Now, we find that Ichike, our basically high school student detective, we find out that he had a friend. He had a friend before, who his first and only friend he ever had. We found out he was the first 20 face. He was the first. Share. Now we found out, but before he became 20 face, we found out these two created a formula. Yeah, a formula which somehow created 20 face. And we found out 20 face is technically a demon. Technically, it says a demon or demons. So there is somehow supernatural elements into the series. I don't know how, but there is supernatural. Some supernatural into this series. Now I know the series is fucked up, and holy cow, it is fucked up, and it showed fucked up. But shit, expect supernatural fucked up scenes. Because how great can yourself to prove the formula is not a failure? Really? Really? How the fuck does it prove it? How the fuck does you prove a freaking formula by killing yourself? But doing that at some point, it made other people want to become freaking 20 faced. I don't know the fuck is going on now. Yeah, don't know what's going on. Now, that's mostly how the first part is. I'm sorry I couldn't go to deep review because I'm feeling a bit tired, so I couldn't fully concentrate in this episode, guys. But also that, God, fucked up. Just too concentrated on most of the fucked up scenes. Shit. Oh, but that's it I've got to say about the episode now. The animation. The animation for the series. Still alright. Again, like I said, I'm not a very big fan of it, the way this using this animation, but but still, it was a good series overall. So this episode, average, let's say, but it did show important elements that we found out. Actually, the reason why he wanted to technically capture all of these 20 faces is because it seems like his old friend was one of them. For a ranger taker or something, he doesn't admit it, but I think it's more like it is or something. And yeah, that's my review for very somehow boring and short review for Ranpo and Kenta game or Laplace episode 8. So anyway guys, I hope you guys like it. Well, if not, I hope you guys like it. Become a channel fans today. If you guys want to send me fan mail, go in my description below. My address is there, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys!